Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Cereal at Midnight. So when I do these thumbnails, it's always... these stacks get taller and taller, man. This has got 30 titles. Hey, welcome back to Cereal at Midnight. This is the complete look as I very carefully put this back down. This is our monthly look at everything being released by Kino Lorber and Kino Lorber's partner labels. 30 titles that we're about to talk about in this episode. This is the August Kino Lorber Spotlight. I'm so grateful to Kino Lorber for making these monthly videos possible, for making them happen. Thankful to you guys for showing up. I don't think anybody else is doing every single Kino Lorber title every month after month. I think this is just a Cereal at Midnight thing, and I love it, and you guys love it too. We got a lot of ground to cover, so let's just go ahead and get started. We're going to kick it off with the 4Ks, because that's the thing that the kids talk about with the 4K. Hey, 8K is coming. It's not really. By the way, if somebody wants to know, I do think that, of course 8K TVs are being made, but movies are usually finished in 2K. Sometimes they're finished in 4K. I think that's going to be a sports thing, so you can really zoom in on your favorite player. I'm not sure that that's something that's ever going to really benefit movie history, maybe future movies, right? 7 4Ks. This is 1 month, you guys. Okay, let's kick it off with Sudden Death, Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is a fun movie. Sort of the Reverse Trap. I don't know, that Shyamalan movie that I reviewed, if you've seen that. The idea is that there's a sort of a terrorist attack. There's shenanigans going down in this stadium, and one man can stop it. They probably pitched this as Die Hard in a stadium, if I had to guess. And there's a lot of variations on this formula. I guess Trapped is a variation on this formula. I'm thinking of a Dolph Lundgren movie called Command Performance. That's also very good, where he's like the drummer in a band and he's got to stop the stuff from going down. Anyway, this is a classic. It's on 4K. This has a brand new HDR Dolby Vision Master 4K scan of the original 35mm camera, original camera negative. We've got audio commentary from Mike Leader and UK cult movie director Ross Boyask. Vintage interview clips with Van Damme, with Peter Hyams, Powers Booth, Ross Malinger. Behind the scenes footage here. I don't think this one... Oh, hold on. Freeze. I was too fast with that. You gotta be quick. I don't think this had any reversible artwork. Let's double check together. Nope. Oh, by the way, it is the dual format, 4K and Blu-ray. I've seen the skepticism of 4K, and then there's always going to be skeptics of 4K, but I've seen more and more people who are like, I'm never going 4K. They're going 4K. Because when your TV dies, it's right there. Your next TV is probably going to be a 4K TV. Gene Hackman, Lee Marvin, Gene Hackman, Sissy Spacek, Prime Cut, 4K. This movie is crazy. In some aspects, I'm worried a little bit about AI because it's taking over so many jobs, and they could put somebody, like it could put a dead actor's face on a model, a real model or something. But you can't write a story like Prime Cut. This is this is the craziest thing, written by Robert Dillon, who, okay, I'm not going to spoil the movie for you guys, but so Lee Marvin is like a mob guy. He's like a mob enforcer guy in Chicago. Gene Hackman is sort of like a beef baron is he in Missouri? And there's a dispute, right? He's sending, it's all mafia stuff. Like they've partnered together. He's also Gene Hackman is trafficking women and like selling them into slavery. It's dark. It's super dark. They're putting people in the meat is what it comes down to, and like sending pieces of the meat back to the mafia. So they send Lee Marvin down to put an end to it. It's just strange. I do plan to write a review for this. Keep your eyes peeled to CerealAtMidnite.com, to my Letterboxd. All that's linked in the description of every single video. Somebody told me the other day, I didn't know you had a website. Oh man, the website predates the YouTube channel. That's a repository for everything Cereal at Midnight, not just videos, but review, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, this is crazy. It's a 70s movie. It was this 1972. Sort of soft focus thing going on, but it looks really good in 4K. This is the best the movie's ever looked. And it's got... let's see, 2 audio commentaries, one by Lee Marvin, biographer Dwayne Epstein, and another one by film historians Steve Mitchell and Nathaniel Thompson. I don't think we had alternate artwork there either. Should we double check? Let's do it. Oh! Oh, snap. You see what? It's in this black case. And I didn't see it. Okay, this is why we have to check every time. Look at that. Oh, he's got the meat cleaver. He's got the meat cleaver. This, again, just bonkers. Just a bonkers movie. I don't mean that it's, like high paced or anything like that. It's just the places it goes. You would never think to go to some of the places this movie goes to. Oh, scored by Lalo Schifrin too, the guy that created the Mission Impossible theme song, Mannix theme song. He did the music for that. All right, we are departing America for the land of the 2024 Olympics. This is Bob Le Flambeau. Review for this right now at CerealAtMidnite.com and my Letterboxd. Link in the description. Incredible film. Incredible film from Jean-Pierre Melville. Not New Wave, not French New Wave, but the French New Wave doesn't necessarily exist like we know it without Melville. And it's an important movie. And a lot of people that we know and respect and love who make movies and are in movies count this to be one of their favorite movies of all time. It's pretty stunning. I don't think Ocean's 11, either the Sinatra version or the Soderbergh movies with George Clooney and Brad Pitt, I don't think those exist without Bob Le Flambeau. It's just really interesting in how it creates the thing. Anyway, I'll link to my review in the description of this. We've got an audio commentary by Nick Pinkerton, Diary of a Villain documentary, which I watched. It's about a half an hour. It's all in French. No alternate artwork here. This is dual format too. This is the Blu-ray and the 4K. Hold on. We got another Melville here. This is Melville, right? Yes. Les Doulos. Anyway, Jean-Pierre Melville. This is 1962. I think this is 56. Bob Le Flambeau is 56. This is 1962. I have not had a chance to review this one yet, so I'll keep my comments short and sweet because we got 30 movies to get through. So let me flip this around. But when I do watch it, I will share my thoughts with it. Not in a video, but where I can really get into the nitty-gritty of it. What do we have? We have an audio commentary by Sam Deegan. Interview with film assistant director Volker Schlondorf. Birth of the Detective Story, Melville-style documentary. That's going to be good. They don't give any restoration notes for these. Like, I don't think for either of these, they don't say like brand new HDR master or anything like that. They do for this. This is Alphaville. Very challenging film. Review for this right now. CerealAtMidnite.com. Really, really famous movie. Future Noir from Godard. Jean-Luc Godard. And it's something. He doesn't care if you're with him or not. He's good. And I love that. By the way, I love that. It doesn't matter. I told the director one time, you've made a movie that's not for everybody. And that's amazing because no movie should be for everybody. And he was like, yeah, thank you. Take some risks, man. Take some chances. And that's exactly what Alphaville does. Some of it works. Some of it is, some of it is challenging. Let's talk about this. So this is 4K. It looks great. The movies never look good. Some of you guys probably have the Criterion Collection version of this on your shelf, and you're like, is it worth an upgrade? It's a clear visual jump. The movies never look so good. So if you want the visual leap, yeah, it's definitely worth it. But I don't tell you how to spend your money. So this is... So it stars Eddie Constantine, who was born in America, I believe, and he had done the character. Lemmy Caution is the character that he plays. It's like a private eye detective sort of a character. In this movie, he's a secret agent, but he's kind of a private eye. He's kind of a James Bond kind of a thing, but it's also... the Lemmy Caution character is rooted in these stories, the pulp fiction, basically, going back to the... I want to say the 30s. Anyway, I'm saying all that to say they made 7 movies with the Lemmy Caution character before Alphaville with Eddie Constantine. And then this is like a little bit later, not quite a decade later, but I think it's, getting close to a decade later. And he's playing Lemmy Caution again, but it's future. It doesn't take place on Earth. It looks, of course, just like Paris in 1965, but it's not supposed to be. And that's Godard playing with a low budget because these movies were super... they were outside the system. These are rebellious kind of movies, independent movies. These guys were movie nerds, just nerds. Like, what do we have a little bit of money? What can we go make? And I totally respect that. My point is, where are the 7 movies that Eddie Constantine starred in as this character before this? Even the novels. Well, I will tell you guys this: if you want to read these let me caution novels, and you'd have a Kindle or you have an e-reader device, you can download like everything the author Cheney. I'm trying to remember his first name, Peter Cheney. I think that's right. You can download everything that he wrote for like 99 cents. And it includes all the Lemmy Caution books. And then all of his other books as well. It's like 7,000 pages or something like that for 99 cents. But you have to have an e-reader to maximize that. But these movies before Alphaville, poof, where are they? They've just vanished from the zeitgeist. I don't know. Maybe they have DVDs in France. I don't know. But when I talk about so much of film history being like, we're the explorers, right? Cinephiles are constantly digging, right? We're constantly digging to see what else is out there. Where are these movies? There's a huge call for somebody, anybody, to get those movies, to rescue them, to get them out so that we can, it's not that they're great. It's not that they're great, but we like, that's not the point, you know? I think the point, sometimes when we cover any movie in any video, somebody's like, why did that get a Blu-ray release? That's not a very good movie. Oh, specifically when Attack of the 50-Foot Woman got a Blu-ray, I saw so many people, more than 3 or 4, which is a lot representatively, saying like, this movie doesn't deserve a Blu-ray. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with that? Get out of here with that. Every movie deserves a Blu-ray. Every movie deserves to be seen in the best format possible. Doesn't mean it's going to get it. And of course, we will see it however we can. But when we talk about how it should be or could be presented, of course, clean it up, put it out. Let's have it. Let's see it. A lot of stuff here. We've got audio commentary by Tim Lucas. We've got an interview with Anna Karenina, she had just divorced Godard, the director, like the year that, like, leading up to this movie. And there's, you know what, I can't even talk about what I was going to say without spoiling the movie for you, so I'll put a pin in that. Colin McCabe introduction and the theatrical trailer. Oh, alternate artwork too. I gotta pick up the pace because we got a lot of, it's just like, I just like nerding out with you guys about movies. When I talk about cinephiles, it's like, to me, that's what it is. Just talking about movies and loving movies. It's got nothing to do with what's popular or what's getting the most traction in you know, like on Twitter or whatever. It's just loving movies. This is a double feature. This is Peril and Distress, and Soon the Darkness and Sudden Terror, 2 terrifying thrillers by Robert Fuest and John Hoff. John Howe? Oh, geez. I think, did this have... No, it does not. Here's the back of this. And the back of this. That's a lot of text. Let me get that closer for you guys. Freeze it. Check it out. Let me see if this had... No. And it's also only 4K. I think that's probably important to mention. The other stuff we've talked about had Blu-rays and 4Ks. This is just a 4K disc. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything really audio commentary. So we got the directors, journalists on here. We've got Howard S. Berger. Howard S. Berger, how are you doing so many commentaries, Howard Berger? You're on so many. I'm envious. I'm truly envious. But I have my day in the sun. Stay tuned. Audio commentary by Troy Howarth. Man, a lot of stuff. I do not know about this yet. I have not had a chance to do my research on this. Last year at Marienbad, I don't know. This is a film by Elaine Resnais. 1961, winner of the Golden Lion at the 1961 Venice Film Festival. It's a hypnotically beautiful puzzle box of a film. Maybe that's why I tackled some of the other ones first. Although Alphaville, super puzzle box. What a puzzle box that movie is. Here. And this is also coming from Kino Lorber, the Kino Classics line. But it's a 4K, so I wanted to include it right here at the top. And it's the dual format, so you have the 4K and the Blu-ray. I mentioned I had my day in the sun coming. We have the, you guys know I love the Film Noir Dark Side of Cinema collections. This is the 20th volume, and I'm on it. So I contributed a commentary along with CerealAtMidnite favorite Max Allan Collins. Not every day, multiple times a week, someone comments on one of those Max Allen Collins videos and says, "These are great, do more." So that's the mission. These are great, do more. So, but if you like what we do for free, check us out in the context of talking about one movie for the entire length of the movie. And that movie is Appointments with Danger. It's Alan Ladd. It is Phyllis Calvert. It's directed by Lewis Allen. I'm going to limit what I say here. I love Alan Ladd. I think Alan Ladd is really underrated. I think he is one of the greatest stars of the 20th century, and a man who was tortured by his tendencies, who left us too young, but he also left behind a really incredible body of work, and I just love the man. Audio commentary by Heath Holland, host of the Serial at Midnight podcast with Max Allen Collins, author of Road to Perdition. Future goals, let's get me listed as like film historian, Heath Holland, because the Serial at Midnight podcast, listen, I've been writing and reviewing films, talking about films, elevating films for over a decade outside, not just with Serial at Midnight, predating Serial at Midnight. Serial at Midnight is just you go where the people are, right? And so that's why there's a YouTube channel. That's why there's a podcast. Because I want to reach as many people as possible to make film approachable. That's the thing, is to make it approachable. Film is a popular art form, and it's not supposed to be kept on a shelf and talked about only, like taking it down with gloves on so you don't get it dirty. No, film is a communal art form, and it's for everybody. Another Alan Ladd film. This is Captain Carey USA. This is a commentary by Gary Girani. Here, did I hold Disappointment with Danger? And we have one more. This is Make Haste to Live, commentary by Sam Deegan. These all have new masters too. 2022 new master from Paramount from a 4K scan, 2020 from a 4K scan by Paramount, and 2019 4K scan by Paramount. Good on Paramount for keeping these films preserved and getting them in the hands of fans who are eager. Like, I have watched Noir. This is going to be a long video because I want to talk. I want to geek out today. I have watched Film Noir go from being something that not a lot of people were talking about to being discovered and championed and being very popular. It's a very approachable genre if you consider it to be a genre and not a style. And I've seen that genre elevate, and I hope that I had something to do with it. And Westerns, now I'm seeing the same thing happen. It's good. It's a good time to be a fan of this stuff. By the way, if you're going to be at Cinecon in Los Angeles, the Labor Day 2024 weekend, come by and say hi, because I love movies. I'm going to be watching movies all weekend long. Maybe you will be too. This is kind of incredible. This is Kino Cult entries 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. The next, what is that? That's 5 new entries in the Kino Cult label. Some of the maybe all of them, some of them for sure have been issued before, but not like this. This is pretty fancy. So here's H.G. Wells' Food of the Gods, 1976. Commentary by Lee Gambin, rest in peace, and John Harrison, author of Wildcat, the films of Marjo Gortner. Marjo, man. Whew, Marjo. Audio commentary by writer, producer, director Bert I. Gordon, and an interview with actress Belinda Balaski. Look at this. We got alternate artwork number 1, and I think... okay. There's only 2 pieces of art for this. Some of these have 3, so we'll discover them together. But let me show you guys. Get in there. Empire of the Ants, H.G. Wells. Empire of the Ants, Joan Collins. More Bert I. Gordon. This has audio commentary by David Del Valle and filmmaker historian Michael Varrati. Audio commentary by Bert I. Gordon. And is this the one? Look at that. No, this is the same. I've built it up too much. I like that, though. It's nice. I like the... these Kino Cult releases are really for the monster movie fans that are support. Horror. I don't have to tell you guys. Horror is the most successful home media, like physical media format ever. Like, people just love horror. They'll buy A lot. Frogs. Ray Milland, Sam Elliott, the dude abides. Audio commentary by David Del Valle, again, a film historian, producer Dan Marino, son of NFL legend. Interview with actress Joan Van Ark. All right, what kind of artwork do we have here? No, it's the same one. So it must be maybe Squirm. Audio commentary by Lee Gambon and John Harrison. Audio commentary and second commentary by writer-director Jeff Lieberman. Digging in, the making of Squirm, Eureka, a tour of the locations with the director Jeff Lieberman, and the theatrical trailer. First of all, that's good. That's nice right there. No, same artwork. Okay. Well, one of them's got 3 pieces of art, and it is Kingdom of the Spiders with William Shatner. This is, I can't believe these movies are getting this kind of treatment. I mean, this is insane. I'm not against it. I'm just saying this is crazy that these movies are getting this kind of treatment. Let's see. We've got an audio commentary by Lee Gambon. Audio commentary by John Bud Cardos. Nice. Producer Igor Cantor, Spider Wrangler, Jim Brockett, and cinematographer John Morrill, moderated by Lou Christian and Scott Spiegel. Another audio commentary by the producer, by the actress Tiffany Bowling, moderated by Mark Edward Hewitt. Interview with the actress Tiffany Bowling, interview with Steve Lodge. All right, there's 2. That's the classic artwork we know. So, like, that's a really famous piece of art. Got that. You know what? Let me take that out. And just in case I didn't hold this up long enough, let me give you a second to check that out. We still got a lot of ground to cover. Oh, this video needs to not be too long or people won't click on it. Should I care? I should care. Maximum potential should be the goal here. 99 River Street. I love this movie. This is a noir. It's a little, I'm going to say it's a soft noir. I can't say anymore without, because I know a lot of you guys haven't seen this and I don't want to spoil anything. John Payne, Miracle on 34th Street, not the 90s version, the original version with Natalie Wood. Also, The Restless Gun. I was like, not the Texan, The Restless Gun. Had his own TV show in the late 50s that went head-to-head with the Texan, Rory Calhoun. I think that was 1959 that they went head-to-head. Anyway, fun. I like this movie a lot. This has been issued before. Anytime they reissue these, you get a little something extra in case you do. And remember, if you already have it, it's not necessarily for you. When these things go out of print, when deals end and say they let some of this stuff go, if they get a chance to bring it back, it's not necessarily for you to buy it again. I'm sure if you want to, they'd be like, yes, please. But for people that don't have it or whatever, you got a slipcover. You've got sometimes they'll throw an extra special feature on here or a better audio track, or there'll be a better encode, something like that. Sometimes they used to be on Blu-ray 25s, a 25 gigabyte disc, and now they'll do them on 50. There's always some little upgrade, but you don't have to complain. I'm just trying to cut off some of the belly aching before it happens, because there's really no need for it. This is an audio commentary by Eddie Muller, the czar of noir. And there's no restoration notes on here, but I really like this movie. This is my second copy of this movie, and I recommend it. It's I say soft because it's not quite as dark. It's still dark, but not everybody's irredeemable, as far as I want to go with that. And that's kind of refreshing sometimes, honestly, because you don't want a noir that's going to make you feel terrible about life. Somebody told me one time, was it Jim? Patreon member of this channel, Jim, he was like, sometimes a noir can ruin your week or something like that. And he's right. If they get under your skin, ooh. This is also a reissue of something that has already been out before. This is Navajo Joe. Incredible film. I mean, not to elevate it like it's some sort of a great piece of art, but this is Corbucci, right? This is looking for the credits, and I don't see the director's name at the end like it should be, so why? Directed by Sergio Corbucci. Yeah, Burt Reynolds used to be a stunt guy. He used to do a lot of his own stunt work. This is 60s. This is 1967. So, in the context of Burt, because I don't want to assume everybody knows, Smokey and the Bandit is still about a decade away. This is before that, about a decade before Smokey and the Bandit, but after Burt Reynolds on television in shows like Riverboat in the 50s going into the 60s. And he sees presumably what has happened with Clint Eastwood with those Leone westerns, and he hikes it over to Italy, or to Europe, I should say, and they do Navajo Joe with Corbucci. And I don't think he liked this movie very much. I know there's a lot of talk about the hairpiece, but I think this movie's really good, and it's very violent. I mean, this is a very pop approachable spaghetti western. What do we have here? Audio commentary by Alex Cox, Repo Man director, author of 10,000 Ways to Die, a director's take on the Italian western. You know, if you ever see an interview with Alex Cox, not even related to westerns, maybe just all of his interviews, but I was watching the Repo Man. Was it the Blu-ray? Was it the 4K? I was watching Repo Man. He's sitting in front of a book. You know, we all show off our stuff. And it's just like tons and tons of books about westerns. I believe he's a British filmmaker. So it's just really interesting to me how the genre has infiltrated all these different walks of life and is certainly ripe for a very scholarly approach, for a thoughtful meditation on the Western, because there's a lot. The Western is a uniquely American genre. Now it's been adopted by Australia, different places, but it's all the American myth, the hopes and the dreams, the failure, the way we treated the Native Americans. I mean, there's a lot that all goes into the Western genre. Scene-specific audio commentary by Ennio Morricone experts Gary Palmucci. I don't think this had any alternate artwork here. If you like the way I'm talking about these movies, because sometimes you guys will say, well, it's just great to hear I'm not just reading the back of boxes for some of these. I have experience with film history. That's why I want my name to say film historian, Heath Holland, not podcaster. If you like the way I talk about these movies, remember there's an archive. This is not what I do. And I know a lot of you guys only watch these, and because these are the ones you watch, this is what YouTube feeds you. They're like, well, here's another unboxing video. This is not the focus of what this is not my focus. My focus is diving deep into films. And if you like the way I talk about them and try to make them approachable, check out my other videos. There's an archive here with over 1,000 videos. There's also a huge archive of reviews at CerealAtMidnite.com. And I don't write about movies in some elevated shishi-poo-poo tone. I write about them in a way that everybody can understand and everybody can appreciate. The White Dawn, Warren Oates, Timothy Bottoms, Lou Gossett. That's an incredible cast. I haven't seen this. This is one I want to see as soon as possible. It's just a matter of time. 1974, who was the directed by Philip Kaufman. Brand new HD Master 4K scan with a 35mm original camera negative. We've got an audio commentary by the director, Philip Kaufman, an introduction by Philip Kaufman, Welcome to Dawn featurettes, and A Way of Life, the World of the Inuit featurettes. Oh, look at that. Wonder what Mike Malloy thinks about The White Dawn. Tough guy movie expert Mike Malloy, because I know he likes Warren Oates. I mean, don't we all? This is our last Kino Lorber Studio Classic before we delve into Kino Lorber and partner labels, because Kino Lorber and Kino Lorber Studio Classics are two separate entities. Aces High, Malcolm McDowell, Christopher Plummer, Simon Ward. I have not seen this one either. This is 1976. Howard S. Berger again, and Steve Mitchell. Interview with director Jack Gold. Interview with star Malcolm McDowell. A short film about the original premiere of Aces High. Restoration comparison. It says a studio canal restoration, but it does not give me any notes beyond that. So I don't know. It is a je ne sais quoi, what the French call a certain I don't know. All right. I think the next two are... No, not... Well, this one's silent. 1927, Anna Laurie, Lillian Gish. We got audio commentary by Anthony Slide, film historian Anthony Slide, and a 5.1 surround soundtrack. That's crazy for a silent film. Let's see. I'm just looking here. I think I'm also running out of steam because I've been so hot on the Studio Classics. This kind of happens sometimes when I get to this section, is I'm just like, oh yeah. Kino Classics with the Library of Congress, 4K restoration. This is incredible stuff, though. These are the movies that are always sort of discoveries for me, because I don't think a lot of us come to movies through silence. You know, that's like the homework stuff. That's the film school stuff. But I'm really enjoying my discovery, and there's going to be I'm going to be watching some at Cinecon over this Labor Day weekend. Nicholas Nickleby. This is the Ealing Studios version of Nicholas Nickleby. Cedric Hardwicke, Stanley Holloway, Alfred Urania. Directed by Cavalcanti, from the celebrated characters of Charles Dickens. This is 1947. Let me show you guys the back. We've got an interview with BFI Dickens season curator Adrian Wooten and Michael Eaton. We have Nicholas Nickleby 1903 short, courtesy of the Library of Congress. 1903. Unbelievable, man. This is it's always interesting because we think of silences, but peak silent era was like 27, 26, 27, something like that. But the movie's been around for 130 years or so, in kind of in the form that we would recognize. Here's another a lot of French movies in this month's selection, but I'm here for it. I really want to watch this. This is higher on my priority list than some of the others, especially ones I've already seen. This is The Apartments, not to be confused with the Billy Wilder film, The Apartment. This is not related, but it's Vincent Cassel. Monica Bellucci is in this. The Apartment is a hauntingly beautiful romantic thriller about a man played by Vincent Cassel, Black Swan. I'm going to mention Black Swan again in a minute, who turns his life upside down when he overhears the melodic voice of his lost love, Monica Bellucci from The Matrix Reloaded. That's the credit, The Matrix Reloaded, in a crowded cafe. Gone before he can catch her, he sets out to find her, abandoning his fiancée, his luggage, and his promising career. It's got an audio commentary by film historian Adrian Martin, and the trailer. 1996, by the way. It's a 1996 film. Isn't Vincent Cassel in... He is in one of the Ocean's movies. This is the second time we're referencing the Ocean's movies, too. The Soderbergh Ocean's 11 movies. Is he in Ocean's 13? Benel and Adama? So now I will discover this one together. So this is a cosmic love story, unequivocally beautiful. You know what? I'm not going to read this to you guys. I'm going to hold this up and flip that around. And Q&A with the director. That's cool. Green Border. This is another one from... these are all from Kino Lorber, right? I'll make sure I'm not miscrediting anybody. Gripping visceral human drama, says Time Out. Extraordinary, says Art Forum. The Hollywood Reporter says profoundly moving, flawlessly executed. This is a... I was looking for the year. Where's the year? Well... Okay. If you've seen it, let us know what you think in the comments below. This is Kino Lorber and the Milestone Cinematheque. Bless Their Little Hearts. Quietly revolutionary and indispensable work of American cinema. I'm just so curious now. A key masterpiece. I've read some of the stuff before, but the dozens and dozens of movies that are going through my hands in any given day or week, I don't always keep it straight. In fact, I have a hard time keeping it straight. A key masterpiece of the LA Rebellion, Bless Their Little Hearts distills the social concerns and aesthetics of the trailblazing movement in African American cinema. Searching for steady work. Okay, so this is a narrative film. It's not a documentary. Audio commentary by film scholar Ed Guerrero. The Pocketbook from 1980. This is a 1984 film. Okay. June Zero, based on true events. This is from Cohen Media Group. The 1961 preparations for the execution of Adolf Eichmann, principal architect of the Holocaust, are revised in a gripping and surprising new vision from American filmmaker Jake Paltrow, based on true account. Okay, no special features here. If you've seen this, let us know. Who says this is brilliant and riveting? The Times of Israel. Single Out Season 2. We talked about Season 1, I don't know, a few months ago. This is a TV series from, is this an American series? You can usually tell, it's Australian. That's right, it's Australian. It's the complete second season on one DVD, running 134 minutes. So that's not too bad as far as compression goes. Swan Song is a documentary that, I'm going to reference Black Swan again. I haven't watched this. An immersive behind-the-scenes look inside one of the world's leading ballet companies as it mounts a major new production of Swan Lake. Ballet icon Karen Kane steps into the role of director on the eve of her retirement, and the film weaves together revealing scenes of the intense creative process with intimate moments inside the dancers' personal lives. So, Black Swan, the documentary. But it's not. I don't want to be reductive. It sounds actually really interesting. Everything is dramatic, right? Every story, you know, like I always think about that the Automat documentary with Mel Brooks, where he's like, and the milk was a nickel, you put your thing in the coffee and you put a nickel in and it gives you the coffee, and the milk, no milk has ever tasted so good. Like, it's about an automat, you know. These stories are fascinating. All right, we're almost done, guys. We have 2 more TV shows and we'll be out. Arctic Circle seasons 1 through 3. So this is 3 complete seasons. I don't know. This is a French show. Amid the icy landscape. Oh, it's not French. Amid the icy landscape of Finnish Lapland, deep in the Arctic Circle, policewoman. Well, you know, I'm not going to talk about that. Some of the stuff. You guys can read that. I don't want to get flagged for subject matter here, which is a possibility. I wouldn't get flagged. I would get the explicit tag, and it would affect my monetization. And I have a theory that the more that YouTube doesn't, if your video has limitations on it, YouTube's going to be less enthused about sharing that video with other people. Like, they'll suggest it more if it doesn't have problematic things in it. Does that make sense? Like, that's my theory. And they'll be like, no, we would never do that. But maybe they would. This is the last thing we're going to talk about. This is the complete series of Call My Agent. No awareness of this before it hit my mailbox. It's the complete series in 4 seasons. It's French. The guest stars here. So it sounds like Extras, the Ricky Gervais series, but it's not. Get ready for glamour, intrigue, and lots of laughs with a unique team of Parisian talent agents. Every day is like walking a tightrope for talent agents Gabrielle and Andrea. Is it Gabrielle? Yeah, Gabrielle. Anyway, striving to get the contact, basically the talent agents, right? So we've got guest appearances by Monica Bellucci, Juliette Binoche, Charlotte Gainsborough, Jean Reno. I haven't seen his new Penguin movie, and I hope there's a penguin in that movie called Matilda. If you know Leon, the professional, this is for Matilda. You know what I'm talking about. And Sigourney Weaver is in this series too. So I don't know, that sounds like a lot of fun. It's a DVD, it's not a Blu-ray. BBC News says, exquisitely crafted, beautifully written, brilliantly acted French comedy drama series close to perfection. 5 stars, says the BBC News. Well, that's absolutely lovely. I will have to see what I think about it and let you know on the other side. Guys, that's 30 releases, 30 titles. And it didn't take too long either. It's not an hour. Again, CerealAtMidnite.com is where you want to go to find more expanded freeform takes on all this stuff, because I actually always thought I was a writer, and then started the YouTube channel thinking it will supplement the writing, and it's just like everybody went to the videos, and I'm still out here writing. And I would, hey, companies, studios, let me write for you. I don't mean like screenplays. I mean, let me talk about film for you. You got a booklet you want to put in a release? Let me write that for you. Let me record an audio commentary for you. Film historian Heath Holland is available for you. I'm also available for hosting gigs. If you want to bring me out to your cinema convention, I'm available. I'm your Huckleberry. Guys, Thank you. I appreciate you. Subscribe so you never miss a video like this. More importantly, so you never miss one of the other kinds of videos that's not just me holding up massive amounts of physical media. That's maybe me taking a deep dive on a subject or a topic like the Western genre or the film noir genre or a particular director or genres, that sort of thing. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. Appreciate you. Take care. Until next time, I will catch you later.